CSA farm. We're gonna find some members who are harvesting their veggies. There we have the pond where all the frogs are. And some nice machinery. Check out this. I see a local man. Let's go and say hello. What are you doing? So self-harvested prey. So what's your name and what are you doing here?
My name is Arno de Mol and I'm harvesting some vegetables for my restaurant here a bit further in the center of Gent. Yeah, it's a place, I call it a vegetarian restaurant with a lot of teas. And weekly I make some meals that I prepare with products that I can find as local as possible. So nowadays in summertime that includes a lot of zucchinis and leek and bell peppers and tomatoes and eggplants and some corn as well. So yeah, a big harvest this season. But it's very satisfying to actually see the vegetables that I prepare and cook, to actually see them growing. And
is that why you choose for Oogstgoed? Or
yeah, I know Benny, one of the farmers from before he started, and he became a very good friend of mine. And when he came up with the idea of starting his community-supported agriculture farm, I more than gladly joined the farm actually, because it's a very small restaurant with 20 people maximum at a time. It's the most ideal thing to do actually.
do you like harvesting?
Yes.
Did you do some market research before you started, or?
Yeah, it's a bit. Maybe it's a bit of a luxury problem, but no, we didn't because yeah.
No, because.
But I think you have to do if you are in more rural areas. You really have to do it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to say in front of the camera that farmers shouldn't do any market research. But yeah, we had the luxury that we didn't have to do it because we were very confident that we would succeed in this area.
In fact, we had the example of a colleague who is based in Gentbrugge, who has his members also like from Sint-Amansberg, an area of Gent. We are very close to Gentbrugge, and we because of his success, we are in a kind of similar situation, kind of similar distance to the city, maybe even closer.
Yeah.
So we were pretty sure that we wouldn't have any problems in having enough members.
Actually, the main challenge is finding land in this area, decent land, because the difference between challenges is if you are in a rural area, finding land is not difficult, finding customers is difficult, and in our case it's the opposite.
Okay, and another question is going back to your members and how do you communicate with them? How do you make them happy?
We have a weekly newsletter about the harvest of the week. So we give them an idea of the offer, but of course also about the things that keeps us moving, about things that happen on a field, things that we experienced in a week, or
parties that we
we sometimes we do parties or open days. And they are invited. Sometimes in the newsletter we invite them to help a hand. For example, the harvest of the potatoes. It's a tremendous work, so they are invited to come and to help us. So yeah, that's a weekly communication. Then we have a Facebook page that's like daily sharing, recipes. Things that they could do with strange vegetables, because we grow very strange vegetables, and then they share things. So we see sometimes, for example, Chinese cabbage. It's not very known, and we see that things are staying on the field. That the Chinese cabbage is staying on the field, but then somebody shares a recipe, and then hop, they come and get it. Ah, nice recipe, I will try it. And so yeah, these things are working very well, thanks to Facebook. And actually, yeah, we have evaluation.
An evaluation meeting every year where all the members are invited to come. They are not obliged, but they are invited to come, and they can come and provide feedback on different topics. Like the diversity of vegetables, the quality of the vegetables, the quantities during the year. Should we like change or adapt a little bit, and any kind of topic that they want to discuss. So this gives them their voice is heard. We are not growing vegetables for us but we are growing the vegetables for this group of people, and so they are the ones to decide what we should grow and when and so on, and which quantities and which colors and which flavors and so on.
And we also, at this evaluation meeting, we also present our income, and that is very interesting, because they know the work. Yeah, we give them an idea about how much we worked and about how much we earned, and then you see that they feel responsible for us. So it's a shared responsibility, and that is very nice. Yeah.
This first question: who are your main partners in farming?
We have the network.
Yeah, we have. So in fact, all the CSA farms in Flanders are kind of united in a CSA network that serves to help each other. It helps new starters. It gives advice to new starters. Of course, we have some governmental
support.
Yeah, support. Typically in agriculture, if we have problems with certain pests or diseases, we can call them and say, okay, we have this. How should we handle this? If we don't know it yet, and they are very knowledgeable about the subject, and they can help us there.
The nice thing about the fact that the organic world is very small is that everybody knows each other. So we know the people that works in the research institute. They are not anonymous to us. We know them by name. They say, oh Benny, how it's going on the field, and oh Rony, of course we want to help you, and send us a picture of the disease you have, and it's very nice. If we can, it's really a good relationship that we have with these people. Yeah.
So we can call colleagues for example, we last week our colleague here in Destelberge came to use one of our machines. He asked, can I use it just like for one day? I said, no problem. So we can share also.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Do you have also, it's a national level, the CSA network?
Regional.
Regional?
Yeah, Flanders.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you also have an international? Do you have international partners?
It exists. But we don't have too many, no real contact.
No.
In fact, yet on that level.
No.
But do you see like a possible cooperation, or how you can help each other with that? Or
there is exchange with the Netherlands.
Yeah.
We have a conference every year.
Yes.
With the Netherlands, a CSA conference.
Yeah. Exchange of knowledge.
But there is also, I think there is also more than CSA. There is a new movement like the agroecological movement that is really growing. We feel it that it's growing, and a lot of things are organized. So we are invited. Sometimes we go if we have time, and it's nice to meet people, to share, to exchange.
Even in the city of Gent, for example.
Yeah. And actually the community on the internet is also growing. So I find a lot of things on the internet about very interesting, about new techniques, about innovation, productional innovation, but also like social innovation.
And then for machines, for example, we already went to France with an organization called Atelier Paysan, who is a local organization in France, well, pretty big already, who designs cheaper machines, and you can go there as a farmer and build your own machine for a cheaper price than you would be like having to buy it at a regular manufacturer. So
there's very much open source stuff going on actually. It's not like I take a patent on this machine and then it's
the plans are on the internet. They are for free. Everybody, you can simply go and download and make it yourself, or you can go there to workshop and they guide you and they help you in welding and so on.
Yeah.
So the movement can grow faster because of sharing of knowledge.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
That's
you made a business plan.
yeah.
Well, and do you still stick to the business plan, or is it?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, we adapt it every year a little bit because we take more activities, but we have mushrooms this year.
Mushrooms. Where are they?
In the field. In the field.
You grow mushrooms in the field?
Well, no.
No. They are
trees to the side of the field.
And logs or?
Wood logs, yeah,
logs.
in logs.
Yeah. Which kinds? Oysters? Shiitakes?
Yeah,
yes.
those two.
Those yes. And just going further into the financial stuff, is it hard to be financially sustainable with the farm?
The first year,
well,
yes.
yeah.
But
now because of the fact that we are so we didn't have a problem in getting enough members, which made our financial plan. Well, we had okay, so we
worked out.
Yeah, indeed. So the problem is always getting enough members. Well, for the CSA, in fact, but that is here in Gent. It's not a problem. So from the first year on, we made the financial plan, and we knew how much we were gonna earn. It was not that much already, but we were able to stick to that and to have this income. And then next year we raised a little bit because we grew a little bit, and so we don't have any problems.
our income in the first year was not very high because we also didn't take a loan. We paid all the investments of the share that the members paid. So of course, we didn't have a lot of income because all these investments had to be made, machinery, tractor. But this year, it's already a lot better. We bought some machines, but not like in the first years. And since we don't take a loan, we don't have stress also. I'm already. It's still the second year, and I'm actually already happy about my income. So that's very nice to find out.
Did you guys need a lot of money to start with?
30,000 euro. So that's not that much for a farm. So Rony brought in machinery from his Oogstgoed 1, and I brought in, so for the value of like 15,000 euro, he brought it in. We let it calculate what was the value, and then I brought in the same amount in money.
Okay.
Also for buying new machines.
Yeah, of course, also to invest and to get started. Yeah. So with 30,000 euro, we could begin. That's. If you say that to the conventional farmer.
And was it the 30,000 euros was to buy machinery, but it was also to work a couple of months, or?
No, because we had the share of the members already.
So you had the 30,000, then the first members bought in.
Yeah.
Did you guys encounter any policies or laws that were strange for the way you work, or difficult to work with?
Yeah, there
for
are.
The pigs, there's a strange law rule that we're only allowed. Well, no, let's say we're allowed to have 3 pigs without too many rules and regulations. As of the 4th pig, we have to follow the rules and regulations of the big industry, which is strange. So because like 4 pigs, yeah, that's not so much.
We could easily grow
Yeah.
10 or 15 pigs. We really have the market for that, but yeah, if you have to comply to the rules of a farmer that has 4,000 pigs, if you have 4, then it's completely absurd.
Yeah,
And these rules are very hard to comply to. But there are some strange things. For example, the lettuce. If you grow lettuce in a greenhouse, then you need the Federal Agency of Food Security. They need to take an analysis, a sample of like 50 crops, but we grow 100 crops a time, you know. These kind of strange rules that are not adapted to our way of farming. That's the whole point. So for me, they can have rules, whatever, but yeah, the rules are not adapted to our way of farming.
Or small scale.
And actually, my idea about all these control and rules and stuff is that we want to have an organic label because it also creates community among farmers. You can say we are organic, but actually we don't need this label because we have our customers coming to our field every week, and they are our peers that control us. They can say, "Oh, Ronnie and Benny, this thing you do, I don't really like it." I certainly understand that you need control, and everybody can come here and control us, really everybody, but yeah, I miss something in this control, and
like it's not adapted.
We don't operate in an anonymous chain. Would it be anonymous? Then you need control, because everybody can do what he wants in an anonymous chain. But yeah, and then the policy, policy tends towards more industrial, more growing in surface, growing in production.
And scale, typically large scale.
Large capital intensive, and that's not our way of farming. So we don't suffer from policy and rules. We don't suffer, but it's not that they are really like helping. Except for the few people that work in research institutes, and for the few people that work for the government in very small agencies for organic farming. Of course, we know them, but they are very few, and most of the means, they don't have a lot of means to develop our sector. Even the customer doesn't even need to be a private person. I know a CSA farm in Sweden where the school is a member, the public school in town. So it's the same system, but the food goes to the school meals. So actually a town can also become a member of CSA. Actually, this model is not restricted to what we do. It can go very broad.
And with this inspirational, mood, let's go for the last question. What would you give as advice or want to teach an aspiring farmer? If there was one thing you could help him with.
Well, somebody who wants to start CSA farm, they have to check and make sure, they have to do some kind of research, market research in the village or in the area where they are, if they have land already. But then if they have enough, if they are able to have enough members, and you can get your members long before you start your CSA farm. You can first start building a list of your members and make sure that you have enough members, And then starting the farm is in fact peanuts. There's a lot of examples of other CSA farmers in Flanders who've done it. You can go and ask for help. The CSA network provides help. So it's just a question of getting a group of people that are willing to come and buy food from you and do this year after year. And then the next steps are easy, in fact, I would say. If you have a little bit green fingers.
If you love working in the farm. Do you have one last?
Yeah, I would say to become a farmer in general, try to be autonomous. Try not to be bonded to big loans or financiers or people that buy your stuff. Try to be as autonomous as possible, and that for me means that you operate in a local environment, autonomous, but also like connected with the community, with the local community. Try to do it local, keep it small, these kind of keywords, and try to get a fair price.
Try to get a fair price.
Yeah.
Right. Thank you very much, Rony and Benny.
You're welcome.
Very inspiring.